When someone is diagnosed with diabetes, the first line of treatment is medications to lower the blood sugar levels by either preventing the liver from releasing the blood sugars or pushing the pancreas to produce extra insulin or interfering with the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates. And all this then affects the functioning of other organs and systems in our body. Anyways, people with diabetes have high insulin levels, and pushing your pancreas to produce more insulin can cause further damage to our blood vessels. Gradually, these medications lose their effectiveness and their dosage only goes on increasing, and eventually one needs to hop onto insulin to manage the blood sugar levels, which is even more damaging to our health. None of these medications actually work on correcting the root cause of your insulin resistance or the problem which is causing your diabetes. In fact, we all know that these drugs come with side effects like gut issues, nausea, bloating, constipation, headaches, migraines, liver problems, and also cause deficiencies like B12 deficiencies, iron deficiencies, etc. But obviously, if you do not take care of your lifestyle and do not manage your diabetes well through the foods and your stress management and the way you live and eat, then medication becomes the only option you're left with. But if you're somebody who really wants to get rid of medications or does not want to start medications and want to heal your diabetes naturally, then working on your root cause is the only solution to heal your diabetes. Now, working on your root cause, I mean preventing insulin resistance, improving your liver health, working on your adrenals, and reversing the damage done to your pancreas. The most common advice that diabetics get once they develop or once they diagnose their diabetes is to cut down all sort of fruits and roots because of their high glycemic index, but that's not the best solution. Definitely eliminating all your refined carbohydrates like breads, biscuits, cakes, and all the junk food is the best way to control or reduce your insulin resistance. But reducing fruits is not a great thing to do because fruits have a lot of vitamins, minerals, and natural sugar to heal your cells and to cleanse your liver. This sugar also helps to up your liver glycogen stores so that your liver can balance the blood sugar levels when you don't eat enough or you skip your meals or when you have a crisis situation, as I mentioned in my earlier video. This liver glycogen prevents those recurring bouts of hypoglycemia that a diabetic would face in their day-to-day life. Another common advice that's given to diabetics is to increase their protein intake, especially animal protein intake like meat, eggs, chicken, dairy, and also their fat intake, which goes completely against the healing process for a diabetic, because when you increase the protein and fat intake, your liver and pancreas are overburdened to digest them. And in diabetes, anyways, the liver and pancreas are not performing very well, which can affect your sugar levels even further. Also, your animal proteins never come devoid of fat, no matter how much you skin them. And we saw in our last video that fat makes our liver really sluggish, it thickens the blood, and is one of the major causes of insulin resistance. So it's best to reduce your animal protein intake and move to more plant sources like your organic soya, tofu, sprouts, chickpeas, chia seeds, quinoa, all of this which can give you a lot of fiber, also have anti-inflammatory benefits to improve your sugar levels and insulin sensitivity. Also, when it comes to fat, make sure that you remove all your refined fats, refined oils, and your fried foods and move to more healthy natural sources of fats like coconut, avocados, nuts and seeds, so that your liver gets into an easy mode and your pancreas start healing themselves. Next is artificial sweeteners, which most diabetics very happily consume, thinking that they are satisfying their taste buds and also not affecting their sugar levels. Now that, my friends, is a very big myth. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose and others damage our body more than what refined sugars do, because these sweeteners are chemically loaded, empty foods, and they have no nutrients. So our body starts, craving for more sugar and more carb-rich foods because the body wants energy. And the chemical in them also damages our liver because our liver has to process it. Artificial sweeteners also deceive our body. Now, when we put something sweet in our mouth, our brain signals the sweet taste and tells the pancreas to release insulin because something sweet is coming in. But with artificial sweeteners, there is no sugar for the insulin to act on, and this extra insulin which is there in the blood then starts damaging our other organs and also starts lowering our blood sugar levels even further, causing hypoglycemia. And that's when you will start craving for more junk foods, more sweet foods and more carbohydrate rich foods. So actually you're just going against the entire effort that you're making to reduce or heal your diabetes. Moreover, these artificial sweeteners are also major reasons for digestive disorders, mood disorders, depression, anxiety, weight gain, because obviously you're craving for more and eating more unknowingly, and they are also one of the causes for cancers. So it's best to keep them away, and in case you want to have something small and something sweet, then a small piece of jaggery or dates or chickpea can be a better option. So the best thing you can do for yourself is remove or reduce all these processed packaged foods and replace them with wholesome natural foods, like avoid refined oils and move to cold pressed oils, avoid all the packet cereals and move to whole grains, include a lot of fiber rich fruits, vegetables, greens, pulses, sprouts in your diet, because this is what will help you to balance your blood sugar levels and also heal and cleanse your liver for you to deal with your diabetes much better. Also, the lesser toxins you consume, the more sensitive to insulin your cells become, and the more minerals in your food, the better the sugar can enter into the cells and thereby heal you and give you the energy you need. Another very important factor in healing your diabetes is a well hydrated body. So making sure that you hydrate yourself not only with water but a lot of mineral rich liquids like lemon water, a lot of coconut water, doing a lot of green juices can help your liver cleanse, pancreas heal and also improve your insulin sensitivity, thereby lowering your blood sugar levels. Now while I'm talking about healing your diabetes, talking about stress is so important, because stress, as we mentioned, literally leads to high sugar levels by damaging your pancreas and your liver. So managing your stress with breath work, meditation, self-care, hobby activities is extremely important to heal your diabetes. Also, cutting back on tea and coffee and other stimulants can benefit you, because when you consume these drinks, you push your adrenal glands to produce more adrenaline that, you know what, damages your pancreas. So it's important to cut down on this and take care of your adrenal health. Also, skipping meals, not eating when you're hungry or keeping very long gaps can reduce your liver glycogen stores and bring your adrenal gland into action to produce adrenaline so that your blood sugar levels stay balanced, and this then affects your insulin production. So again, grazing in between, eating small healthy snacks in between is very important to refuel your liver glycogen stores and to prevent the burden your adrenal glands and your pancreas have to face. These snacks could be anything from a small piece of fruit to some handful nuts or seeds, or to something like rice crackers or makhanas that can give you enough nutrients and energy you need to sustain through your day. Lastly, I want to touch upon exercise and movement to heal your diabetes, because we all know that exercise helps to burn fat and bring in more oxygen to your liver and to your blood, which makes our cells of our body feel really safe and they open up to insulin much better, thereby improving your insulin sensitivity. And this helps you to manage your blood sugars really beautifully. So you can opt for 30 to 40 minutes of exercise daily, along with being more active and moving a lot more through the day. Now these exercises could be anything that you enjoy. It could be brisk walking, running, CrossFit, HIIT, weight training, yoga, Pilates, whatever makes you feel happy and more energetic. So but definitely opt for exercise so that it becomes a medication for your diabetes, so that you don't have to take the real medication. So by now you know how to heal your diabetes and how you have to take care of your liver, of your pancreas, of your adrenal glands, and in what ways you can lower your insulin resistance so that your blood sugars come back to normal levels. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about how you can heal your diabetes with your attitude. So keep watching.